Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I thought we'd go live. Why not? It's quite early. Well, it's 10:32. Notifications gone out. 10:32. Let's have a cup of coffee before we wind down. Or maybe we're winding down. I'll tell you why I am on, because I was urged to draw the fairy deck because I feel like the fairies have been around. And I pulled, this was in the kitchen though, and I pulled 3 cards. And I had a little smile to myself at what came out. And I thought, okay, let's go on. Let's go live and see if we can get a story out. What came out was the Ace of Summer, the Ace of Cups. Look at the state of my nails. I'm meant to be doing that tonight. Okay, it can wait. And then we had the Two of Cups. So we had the Ace to the 2. And then we had the 10 of Summer, 10 of Cups. And I thought, oh, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail, unconditional love. 2 of Cups, sharing that with another. 10 of Cups, happy family. Now, what I actually picked up, because did I show you? Oh, okay. I think these cards want to speak tonight. Did I show you what was on the bottom of the deck? The High Priestess. And it says, trust in your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So I had a little look at these cards, and what just shouted out was about raising children, raising our children. I don't want to say correctly, but this is about raising the kids. I'll read to you what the actual, what the cards say on them. The Ace of Summer, it says, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Now, I felt like a child's energy with this card about setting them free, actually being an example to follow. So with this bird of peace here, following a peaceful path. Then the Two of Cups, and I felt, well, very much about a couple coming together here. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. And don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Now, I'm actually feeling now, because I wasn't feeling any children in this middle card to start with until I've kind of read this part where it says, don't give up, your relationship can be healed. So I'm actually feeling as if, I want to say it's a strong masculine energy that might be finding they're having challenges with actually connecting with their children. But it's like, don't give up, because this relationship can be healed. It was the next one that kind of brought it all together, the 10 of Summer. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. This part, raising children wisely and people you can trust. Hi T Rose, evening sweetie, or afternoon. That's very important. I know that that's important for myself, is that whoever I do bring into my unit, they need to be someone that I can kind of trust to help, like, be a good example, raise my children. So I thought that that was really interesting. Are we going to look into any more of that? No, we're not. Okay. That was just a story that came out and prompted me to come on. Jasper's acting a bit funny tonight. He was kind of meowing at me. I felt like he wanted me to come on, and then he disappeared. And I found him. He's gone back upstairs to, like, sleeping up there outside Megan's room. They have to be really careful though, because he does literally sleep right outside their door. So I have to remind him all the time, please remember that he's there. I don't like come out during the night for a toilet and forget he's there. I'll keep an eye. I believe there could be a card. There it is. That's in reverse. Is it just the one? No, we got 1 card, 2 cards in reverse here. Was that all of them? The first card that's come out here is the Queen of Winter. We all know that she can be a bit sharp-tongued. Has an ego herself, and then the ego cards come out. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, Queen of Winter. She's strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So if we're like having a little spin-off from that little reading before, that just makes me like, kind of like the example I was giving. You just let go of people or things that no longer serve you. And now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. A strong feminine energy here that it's taking me very much to like the sun, moon and stars. That looks like it's a plough. A snow plough. It's a shield. Okay. But the shielding is, because I was picking up the actual difference in the colours of the card, where this Queen of Winter's more blue and the ego is more of an, shall I say, indigo. Oh, they look very similar here. Okay. The outside of this colour, this card here, the colour of this card, is what I'm really feeling is the colour of inside here. And I feel it's spiritual protection because I just saw the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, and that's where that colour took me to. So trust the insights that are coming through meditation. You are protected, and something about Crystal Palace. Okay. I don't think it's talking about the football team, but I'm not really sure. Crystal Palace, I felt like everything was just crystallined. Crystal lined with crystals. Okay. Did any of you read Revelations yet? I know what I'm talking about. About the crystals. If you did. Okay. Oh, come here. So I feel very much the Divine Feminine. She's just kind of... Okay. Another card that's decided to come off, and another one. She's actually turning her back on this devil energy here. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. And if you'll find your ego can serve you, because it gives you the confidence to be able to even go after what you believe, or what your ego believes you can achieve. It's just when the ego starts to rule you. Okay, we're burning guilt here. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items and getting caught up in fear and worry. It feels very much as if the feminine energy has tried to help the divine masculine to kind of dissolve what's coming through, though encourage him to I feel like it's the divine feminine has encouraged the divine masculine to enter into the flame. But it does look like he's quite scared here, the fear. And the divine feminine's at this point where it's just, okay, she's through the other side. She's in her own kind of queendom. Are you coming to America too? Off to Queens. Right, so let's have a look at these two cards that were reversed in the deck. The Emperor. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. So it really is kind of shouting out, divine masculine, you've got to burn this guilt. Step into the flame. Step into it, I say. Okay. Like a moth to the flame, burned by the fire. Okay, so Mr. Emperor, you're in reverse. What's going on with, I don't know if it's going to tell us about the Divine Feminine. It looks like she's looking the other way now. She's ploughing through. We plough the fields and scatter the good seed of the land. And it is fed and watered by God's almighty hand. He sends the snow in winter. I don't know the rest of the words. Maybe I need to study a bit more on my lyrics. The Princess of Autumn. Studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. Now, this is in reverse. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly and needing a little push to get along. All that's really shouting out is the Divine Feminine. It feels like she's kind of waited for this, and nothing's really transpired. The Divine Masculine's kind of still there, hanging on to his guilt. So there hasn't really been happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Your well thought out plans, they didn't really go perfectly. And needing a little push to get along. The kind of energy is, yeah, but come on. How long do you keep trying to encourage the Divine Masculine to let go of the past? So that's understandable why both of those are in reverse. It's kind of like the energy of just maybe he's just not going to get it. Okay. Right then. So before we had them two cards that fell off of this pile, they didn't fall onto the floor, did they? I don't think so. They fell though. There was one more card. Oh, we have the Empress. Now, she's up the right way. Seriously, you really can't make this shit up, can you? I don't come on here trying to cause trouble. Promise. Divine Feminine, it's time to take action. The power of creativity, success allows for a life of luxury. And you may be feeling, I'm feeling very disconnected energy today from like the Emperor, from the Divine Masculine's energy. Not really fussed or worried or concerned. It is what it is. Let's proceed forward. That kind of energy. Now, there is a little one here. Is it a little one being born? It looks like a little gnome. It's Nomeo. You're looking for a Romeo, not a Nomeo. You're not looking for a garden ornament, are you? A statue? Okay. You're shining bright here, Divine Feminine. It's like you will find your P to your pod. Your iPod? I don't know. Very interesting. Let's have a look at these two cards that decided to show themselves. Okay. Both at the same time. Six of Spring, Queen of Summer. All the Divine Feminine's energy. Divine Feminine, you're going towards greatness. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards and success and public recognition. This is kind of like, don't wait around for someone when it really appears that they're not coming. Okay. Queen of Summer, she's loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much, aka your Divine Masculine. Okay. They can take care of themselves. Or they're not really the Emperor, are they? The Divine Masculine. Listen, the Divine Masculine is going to have to be able to take care of you. Not that you need taking care of, but you have needs. So the Divine Masculine really does need to take care of his own needs before he can even take care of yours. But guess what, Divine Feminine? You can take care of your own needs very well. Okay. Onward, Christian soldiers. Shall we have a look at the bottom of the deck? Oh, I've got an itchy throat. Six of Autumn, bringing in that balance. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. So it does sound like by doing this, Divine Feminine, do not fear. Your abundance is here. And this will feel so natural to want to do this. This will be your own epiphany, as in, what am I doing? I am the divine feminine. Know your worth, ladies, please. I don't feel like reading any of those. Shall we go on to, I want to get a Sacred Destiny card. Oh, Jasper's come to sleep down here now. I'd rather you sleep down here. No, that sounds like I'm putting him on the sofa. Jasper, I'd rather you sleep in my room, but you won't come in there. I've been cracking up really about, well, can we say predictions? Because all I keep singing is Bruno Mars's new song, Silk Sonic. Okay, I'll leave the door open. And I've been having to leave. I have spoke about this on my videos before the song was released, before I even knew about it. And it's like, I will leave the door open. Every night I have to leave the door open for Tia, the one that does sleep in my room. And I actually said to her last night, after she kind of done the Sphinx pose for me, I was like, do I have to close the door tonight? Can I close the door tonight? And she kind of shook her head. And I was like, I've got to leave the bloody door open. Hi, Lewis. How are you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you on here. What's with the clapping? Bravo, bravo. Okay. So, leaving the door open. It's an awesome song. I'm a little bit, no, you can't be jealous, Lucy. Well, Emily's the one that informed me that it had come out. And then she was playing it. She was cooking dinner yesterday and she was playing it in the kitchen. She went, she actually said to me, this is just for you, Mum. And she knows all the bloody words. I'm getting there. So she's been listening to it. It's a good tune. I like it. Right, okay, let's get a Sacred Destiny card. Wisdom. How's my love? Quiet, I'd say, quiet. Yeah. Anyway, wisdom. Today, very quiet. Let's have a look at the depths of the sea. The surface of the sea can be choppy and turbulent, but when we sink down into the depths, our surroundings are completely different. Often there is a stillness below. In other cases, the surface of the sea might be placid, yet down in the liquid blue are a myriad of creatures and a variety of seaweeds. A vast community of creatures is eating, mating, giving birth and dying. What we see on the sea's surface has very little to do with what is occurring below. I actually learned yesterday from like my eldest daughter, Megan. She's like, do you know what crude oil is? She's like, do you know where it comes from? And I'm like, well, like, is it the sea? And she's like, yeah, but do you know where it comes from? And it comes from like all the dead fish at the bottom of the sea. I thought that was quite fascinating. I didn't really know that. So that was quite crude oil. So the sacred landscape wants you to know things are not as they seem. And that's why I said, don't let this, it's a shift in your vibration. It's a shift to the attachment of you actually, regardless, you know where you're going and you're moving on, regardless of what your divine counterpart is doing. Okay, and we're not to focus on them, we're to focus on us and our own vibrational alignment. Or you might be okay, let's for example, let's give you an example. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface, things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place, all is well, and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been very beneficial. Hang on in there, guys. Seriously, we are all kind of in the same boat. I'm going to say we're in Noah's boat. Okay, we're being led 2 by 2. I just reckon we're on different kind of locations in the boat. It will all work out. Okay. Right then, let's carry on. I just feel the message is really so strong to actually just focus on us and know that when we're good, all else is good. Okay, I'm getting a Chakra Wisdom Oracle card. Hey Tia, I've left the door open. I don't really like sleeping with my door open, to be honest with you, but hey, apparently we've got to leave it open. Little nighttime visitors. She's going up there now. I'll be up soon, darling. Seriously, she gets well excited. Okay, we'll take that card. We have rejection. Remember that rejection is a form of protection. Okay. Let's read about this. Especially as this is kind of coming from the crown chakra. So it's kind of like, let's get to the truth about what rejection really is and how we handle it. We have an ivory tower. They won't use me. The legend. The artist is summoned for jury duty, but they won't use him. He doesn't fit their concept of what a juror should be. He paints pictures no one understands. He lives alone. They want somebody who will put himself in the other guy's place, but he will never do that. He doesn't get mixed up with anything or anyone. They honour his individuality when they invite him, yet when he appears, they reject it by not using him. The inspiration. You don't have to be on the inside track. Be true to yourself and you will not be unhappy. Rejection is spirit's protection. The personal inquiry. Am I working with or against my environment? What is the purpose of my present solitude? You get to find out who you are every day just a little bit more. And I like having to work with my vibrational alignment. So I like to kind of have a look at what kind of unsettles me. And then I try to, my aim is to put myself back into alignment again and really have a look at why anything unsettles me. Okay. So the personal inquiry, am I working with or against my environment? What is the purpose of my present solitude? Key ideas, others' approval, unsupportive environment, working alone, the arrival of a teacher. That's been coming up a lot over the last week. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The keywords protection, exclusion, and development. Okay, the meditation. Imagine divine ivory light filtering down and encircling you. In the distance, the ivory tower beckons. You reach the castle and the drawbridge slowly lowers. You enter the castle grounds and come to the tower. At the top of the stairs is a door. Inside is the place of no judgment. You have finally found your way home. I told you it's within that crystal palace, castle. Let's have a look at what the power of love would like to say. And, okay, we can go to should we go to the romance angels? Come on, we're not giving up on love, romance, intimacy, hanky-panky. We're not giving up on that, are we? When the time's right, when we're right. Okay. Let's go to the romance angels. And then we shall get a card from the power of love, their activation cards. Then I think we're getting enchanted map. See how all this is flowing now? And then I'm going to end on a Mother Mary card. And I've only been on for 24 minutes, 44 seconds. That's pretty awesome. Okay. good thing. Where have you gone? Do, 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 good thing. You've been gone too long. You want to get some bounce back in, like Bruno bounce. They're bouncing in their seats. Oh yeah, and if you actually look at the video to Bruno's new song, they're like, because I felt like when it said what is the purpose of the solitude, well, we all know why we're in solitude, a lot of us at the moment. It's kind of like out of our hands. Okay, so that takes the pressure off a little bit, isn't it? It's like everyone to some degree is in some form or has been in some form of separation. And when you actually look at the video, it's like the guys are like in the recording studio and or I don't really know the difference between them. And then the girls are on the other side of the glass. I notice it's like they're waiting to be. I will leave the door open. Okay, because we've got separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Well, if you're already in separation with them, then that's not going to be the case, is it? It's not on the horizon. It's kind of it's been there, done that. But you do want to actually get over the illusion of separation. So that could be why the two of you are not actually together in the physical, and that's because you're both not tapping into the telepathy. You'll miss that part out. If you get into union too quickly, you don't get to experience with like visiting each other in your dreams or astral traveling, talking to the animals, because you miss that part. So just enjoy the journey, because when you don't miss your counterpart because you're with them, you're going to kind of miss the missing part, aren't you? So does that make sense? Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Look, Cupids are still like surrounding you, but this will actually intensify your love if it is a true love connection. Then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So we get to kind of like the depths of this love, especially when it just doesn't want to sod off. Not that you're kind of like sod off, but yeah, it's wanting to transpire. And you kind of know that at a soul level. Then we have the stage, so we're exploring our romantic feelings. Okay. Then we have forgiving and learning. I feel like this has been the process, that all behind the scenes, it's not what it seems, guys. There has been work. There has been progression. You are getting, of course you're getting somewhere. You're just not going to hold yourself in this like holding space anymore. It's like, just carry on, guys. Then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, which most definitely on the masculine side here. And really, to be honest with you, they're just a reflection of you. So if you're waiting for your masculine to release the guilt and to release his past, there's a strong chance you need to take on your own kind of guidance. Every time you point the finger at your masculine, you might as well just be turning it back on you. Okay. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So just stay in the now. And then, like I said, these things kind of arise and you're like, how am I going to handle this? And you're tested every day. Okay. On how you respond. So going through the forgiving and learning part, angels are surrounding the connection as well. And there is a lot, not that you so much need to forgive each other for, but actually to forgive yourself for. And you're learning. Then comes express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So there comes that urge to just do it. And then I feel like the masculines at some point, the masculine energy, you'll know whether or not you're the one open to the love or not. Okay. And if you're not open to it, I'd say you're more sitting in the masculine, collective masculine energy, still distorted. You'd know if it was divine masculine energy, they'd be acting divine. And you have to remember we're a blend of both. Okay, so if you're open to the love, then I feel you're in the Empress energy. And if you're reluctant, you're in the Emperor energy. It's in reverse. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So can you see how you're being guided every step of the way? The separation, very much needed so that you can explore your feelings. Then you need to forgive and learn a lot. Then it's about expressing what you've learned about love. But you have to make the effort at some point, because this is a great love. And I feel the divine masculines, the ones who are reluctant, are going to realize that this is worth taking, the steps that they're being guided to take. And I don't feel it needs to be through you anymore, divine feminine. If that's what you're trying to do, just carry on, just being the light worker. Because you're going to be out there sharing the love and light and the lessons and the positivity just naturally as a light worker. Okay, you're not just doing it to kind of like, how can I say that, to kind of influence your divine masculine to change. You should be doing it to influence humanity to want to change. Bottom of the deck? Well, where are the cards? Past life relationship. And that's why the connection just won't kind of move on, because it's a past life connection. You have known each other before. And it feels like this lifetime. This is the lifetime where you get to manifest. This connection wants to transpire. Why? For the greater good. No more perfect time. So I feel like there's no more waiting for the perfect time. Now's the perfect time, especially as we start to come out of the restrictions that have been put onto our world. What emerges out of that? Well, that depends what happens within the kind of solitude time. Light workers, love, power couples. Not even about being like out there in the public eye. Although when you have that kind of love, it's just natural. You just beam when you're out there together, and others want to know. So you're naturally doing your light work mission when you are together. Even though you won't realise it, you'll just be both lit up. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at the power of love. It's like I keep putting things far away from me, even though, well, it's not far away, is it? But kind of out of the way when I know I'm going to be needing them. Look at this card here. I just actually wonder how many lifetimes this connection has tried to actually be made manifest. Just the gravestones in the background. It took me to the death kind of card, the rebirths. Took me to Stonehenge as well. Okay. Let's have a look at the power of love. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. There's definitely something going on here with releasing, guys. With the divine feminine kind of, let me just show you again. Let me show you a game. The game of life. Let me show you. Let me educate you on how it really works. And you can see the feminine's kind of releasing that energy. Hey, that's my carpet. Hey, Lily. She's scratching like a good one. Lily. Whoop. Got the wind up her tail. Hi, KB. Hi, Laurie. You're listening while you're driving. Awesome. Hi, Trisha. Thank you so much for this message. It's so true for you. That's awesome. I love coming on. I know that someone will be resonating or just needing maybe to hear it. So I don't question that. It's nice for me to be able to get the message out, seeing as it's wanting to kind of Come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. I'm talking to the munchkins. Hi, Gal Gal. Hi, everyone. I've been singing all day long this song, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter. I've been singing Bruno. Silk Sonic. Okay. Let's have a look at this release card. The moment has arrived for you to truly usher in the healing power of love by letting go of all the illusions you have been holding onto that no longer serve your highest good. You now have the power to release the stagnant energy, and that's what it is, guys. There is a lot of stagnant, this energy is stagnant, especially for the divine feminine to even be like sitting in anymore. But you now have the power to release the stagnant energy of old emotions and behaviors such as shame, regret, and self-criticism. I love playing with tarot cards. I really do. You're in a good place, KB? Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. You guys help to keep me positive. I am pretty much a positive person. I have my moments, of course I do. But yeah, like I said, I've really been working on that. There's no reason to not really find a happy feeling thought. Just listen to Bruno. He does it to me every time. Thank the Lord for music. Thank the Lord for Bruno Mars. So let me just hold this up because you can see that well, I don't know if you can see on there, guys. You could probably just see like my chipped nails, but I tell you, when I looked at that then I thought it said guide. It's like, divine masculine, you're burning like your guides. I'm sure it says guilt, but when I look quickly, I thought that says guide. So you can't force someone to see something that they don't. You can't make someone feel something that they don't, or that they can get something that they just don't. It will all come in due time. But just focus on doing your work, guys. Okay. So the moment has arrived for you to truly usher in the healing power of love by letting go of all the illusions you have been holding onto that no longer serve your highest good. You serve your highest good, don't you? Divine feminines. You now have the power to release the stagnant energy of old emotions and behaviors such as shame, regret, and self-criticism, and create a new space for love, self-acceptance, and forgiveness. You are an energetic being, and besides all the energy that you attract to you from within, an equal amount of energy is directed at you by external forces. You have no control over the intention behind this energy, but you do have control over whether you allow it into your space. Every day, you walk through a minefield of energy, and you must be conscious of where you step. Nevertheless, as an pathetic, you're not pathetic. The more I send, the better it gets, and easier. When they say it will all come naturally, and you kind of, the amount of times you must go back and kind of thought that you had arrived, and now there's just no expectation of like, have I arrived? Are we just are. And we are continuously going to, like I said about every day, I just focus on what's kind of unsettling me, if anything unsettles me. But every day there's something that comes to kind of test you, test to see maybe what's going on inside your chest. Is that love pumping in there? Okay. Divine timing, I'll wait for that time. There is no even waiting. Divine timing is happening all the time. Everything is perfectly aligned. And as long as we focus, what I really do just try to focus on is that whatever I'm doing, just make sure I'm enjoying doing it. So if I'm washing up, it's a fun experience. If I'm mopping the floor, I dropped a plate before I come on. just like tidied all the kitchen, and I dropped a plate. As I was picking it up to dry it up, it kind of slid down my leg. I kind of caught it with my foot, and then it kind of just went quack. So I've got a little bit of a red bruise on my foot, but it was like no reaction. I just like actually no reaction. So there wasn't anything about I could see it happen. It all happens. I don't know if you guys have kind of like feel things can be a bit in slow motion. So you kind of see things happening and you can respond. I just feel like things like time just slows down. So I just swept it up, and I was actually thankful that my foot caught it, because if it had just like fallen and smashed, that would have gone all over the kitchen. And instead it just was, and just pleasantly do it, whistle while we work. And that's all I focus on, is just when I'm in the now, I'm just in the now. Just take care of now, and well, the rest will just take care of itself when it's their time. Hi, Jonathan. Okay. So, nevertheless, as an empathetic, sensitive being, you will at times unknowingly absorb these foreign energies. Over time, the toxicity builds up in your aura, and you can begin to feel exhausted, depressed, and unbalanced. Take the steps necessary to expel toxic energies from your space. Perform a ritual every day you bathe, in which you envision a golden light washing away unwanted energy and releasing it to the healing powers of Mother Nature. You can only be effective as beacon of love if you make the effort to keep your energy clear. When you constantly release the old and negative, you make room for the new and positive. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, where was we going next? We had it all lined up, didn't we? We did. Whistle while you work. That's what I put in yesterday's premiere. I think Moon Cookie said she was going to listen while she worked, and I put and whistle, and Google deleted the comment. So the other day I done it when I said about craving for a kiss. I don't know what word it didn't like, whether it was crave or kiss. I think it was the kiss. And then it took away the word whistle. I just said it too. Yep. That's just come flying out, hasn't it? Mountain. Ain't no mountain high enough. Card number 6. Let's have a look at this mountain. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle, and this is the time to adapt. I feel Divine Feminine. You just choose to flow around any obstacle, okay? And don't worry about anyone else who takes any different routes. You know what you're doing. It says sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. But why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. Okay. Interesting. I am going to get finished off. Finished up. We're going to finish up now. And I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Get a Mother Mary card. Jonathan, Can I ask you what it is with your comments, please? Are you trying to hit on me? Can I just ask you? Because I've read your comments before. I take it you're talking to me. I just wondered whether or not you're like trying to hit on me. It feels that way. Oh, sorry, guys. I'll read out the comment. Otherwise, when people watch this back, they're like, "What are you? Why are you saying that to Jonathan?" Because it says like wrapping my arms around you. Can I? I'm not really feeling anything, buddy. I'd say the best things for you to do, if you honestly feel that that you're a match for me, I would really suggest maybe booking in a Skype call. That'd be worth the investment, wouldn't it? If you're right. But I've never kind of given off any impression, as far as I'm aware, to you guys that I was looking for a replacement divine masculine. And I kind of know when I can sense it. Yeah, I am. Of course, I just wanted to bring it up because I don't want to waste a man's time if I'm not interested or I'm not feeling anything. But if he's serious and he really does think that, he's a good match for me and you can kind of, be beside me, then how can I give it a thought, Jonathan? We'd need to meet, wouldn't we? Face to face. Don't be silly now. That's just like really immature behaviour, childish behaviour. Do you have a divine feminine of your own in mind, or is it you've just kind of come across me? Because that's not really respectful if you have another divine feminine in mind. So why don't you give it a thought about actually having a video call with me? Because you're not the only one, so don't worry about that. Anna's here just in time. No, it's fine, Anna. It's just I just didn't understand it. I didn't think I'd come on here asking like for potential candidates to come forward. And if you was going to come forward, I would expect a lot more than that. I'd expect you to actually book in a video call with me and have a conversation with me, unless you just think it's a one-sided like thing and you're in control of all of this. So I think maybe you should give it a thought. Well, we might as well put a stop to it. You're not going to attract your true divine feminine, are you? Single and came across several months back and was hinting. Did I hint to you that I was interested back? Where do you actually live? I mean, are you local? What's the plan? Jonathan, tell me, what's the plan between us then? What's your vision? Let me know what you're visioning. Come on, inspire me. Get my juices going, because they're just not at the moment. I just find it quite cringy, to be honest with you. A little bit. It's not really divine masculine energy. Distorted very much. So if you want to try and inspire my pants off of me, then let's video call. Yeah, let's do it. £100 for you. £100. It's worth it. To me, in the USA. Do you know whereabouts I live? I'm not even like on the dating market, but I'm not going to like be silly and pass off like an awesome opportunity if like you are the one. So how about I'll leave it with you to have a think about. My email address, thejourneyofascension@gmail.com, because otherwise it's never going to work, is it? I don't really know what you're wanting me to go and have a thought about. Right then. We'll have no more of that nonsense. And if you do want to communicate with me, do it in a gentleman way, please. Thank you very much. Cool. I'll leave it with you then. And we'll take it from there. That would be interesting. Yeah, Jonathan, if you have the bank, you can book a call. Well, of course you can. Of course you can. Are you acting like a girl, Jonathan? Of course you can. All of these guys here booking Skype calls to get to know me, just because you kind of think, oh, well, you'd like a try? You don't really know much about me at all, do you? So, yeah, okay. You could book a call, and if you connect, you could bring her over to the US so her tribe can meet with her. I'm coming over to the US anyway, regardless of Jonathan. It just gets to the point where sometimes I think, does it really take for my divine masculine to be sitting next to me for you guys to maybe just like maybe stop hitting on me unnecessarily? Okay. I'm not confused, guys, with my journey. Let's go to Disney. We're going. Let's finish with the Mother Mary, Our Lady of Peaceful Change. Change is coming to you now, my dear child. It is a change that has been triggered by your loving prayers held deep within your heart. This change does not have to be difficult for you. Trust in me, and I shall ensure that you are supported through this change, that you are held safely and securely in my heart as you transition from one way to another. I would like you to use your energy for more worthy purposes than unnecessary worry. Trust me a little more and know that the changes you are encountering now, or soon will, are actually the blessing of my answer to your prayers. Our Lady of Peaceful Change comes to us when change is either happening now or is on its way to us soon, or an answer to a prayer. Not all change has to be difficult. Change can evoke thoughts of upheaval, uncertainty, instability, and even fear. We all have different capacity to accept change with equanimity, depending on the circumstances and situation. Sometimes it might seem very frightening indeed. At other times, it might not be so frightening. It may even be considered exciting, even whilst there are moments of confusion or uncertainty. Our Mother Mary understands that sometimes change feels very challenging, and sometimes there is very good reason for this. Perhaps the sheer magnitude of the change requires a lot of emotional energy in order for us to be able to take the leap. In such situations, we might actually need a bit of a push from life or a nudge from the Divine Mother to take the steps. Those nudges will come in the form of life circumstances that urge us to loosen our grip and let life happen more freely. Sometimes it will be a gentle lull in the waves of the great ocean of life, and we relax, let go, and flow. At other times, we need a great big wave to overcome us in order to let go and realize that it is actually safe to flow. The fear was only about the letting go. However, the Holy Mother also knows that there are plenty of times when we worry or fear through change, and it is not necessary for us to do so at all. Our Lady of Peaceful Change comes to you now to allay any concerns you have about a change that is taking place right now or will soon come to you. She tells you that everything is going to work out for the best, and that although there might be some adjustments to make, there is nothing to be concerned about. She has taken care of all the details, and you can relax. Excuse me. And trust that if you need to attend to something, you will feel an inner nudge to do so. She is also letting you know that this change in circumstance or situation will actually feel much better for you. It will free you up from something you weren't consciously aware was holding you back. She asks that you trust her and trust that as you adjust to the change, you will recognize that it is the answer to a prayer. The Oracle of Our Lady of Peaceful Change brings a general piece of guidance for those who have drawn this card, which is to trust a little more. Whether you relate to the experience of change in your life as happening now or believe that it needs to happen, she is asking you to pray to her and trust. All is happening in perfect timing, and whilst you can do all that is in your power when you can, don't believe that you have to force something to be. Change happens naturally as we grow. Trust it, trust yourself, and trust her. Okay, let me just... You're in. KB's in for Disney. Oh, I love Disney. Seriously. We're talking Florida, aren't we? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I'd rather. We've got to do Universal as well, though, of course. Universal kind of... I'm not going to say it tops Disney. I do love Universal equally as much. Mimi, you're coming too. Bloody awesome. Love it. We're going to have such a great time, aren't we? Okay. So this Orion's that mentions in job 99 is the Archangels. I'll be bright on the 19th. Interesting. TiVo, you've got to remember that I've only kind of read like the beginning and the end of the Bible. Seriously, just the beginning and the end. In the beginning. Hi, Carol. How are you doing, sweetie? Okay. I feel like we need to... How have you been getting on with your... I was just going to say, I feel like I need to do some breath work. How have you guys been going with... I've been eating really proper healthy. So salads and vegetables and water. Carol's all good. Exercising, walking meditations. Yes, I have not done yoga today. I have been actually quite wiped out. I've slept quite a lot today. You were studying the Palladiums? Oh, there's so much. It will all come in time that I need to kind of... it's never ending, the studying. It doesn't stop. There's always something new to learn, isn't there? I was just having I feel really cramped up here. We're meant to be working on our... well, we're not meant to be, but we're focusing on all the chakras this week. So that will be the solar plexus. Okay. So I haven't done my yoga today and I haven't started at all the Tai Chi. But it's been a good day. It's been quite a restful day. Peaceful. Although I've had... I didn't really have a choice about going down to lay down, because that headache that I had in my reading this morning, that kind of turned into a bit of a migraine. But I didn't let it affect me. I breathed through it. That's when I was doing like breathing meditations. And then afterwards I did go out early evening, get some fresh air. Salads, veggies. I don't have time at the moment. She wants to know what that is with Orion. You've been resting, that's good. Yeah. And actually Megan said to me to go and rest because I felt a little bit, I don't know, well, guilty. I'll say that. I kind of was like, oh, I think I might need to like go and seriously lay down, because my premiere was done like really early today. Well, not really early, but earlier than normal. And she went to me, just go and rest and don't get up until you feel better. And I said, yeah, but I was like, there's things I could be doing. So I did go and just rest. The weather is getting nicer. It is here as well. So it's been easy for me to get out and walk. And that's, I think, why I felt guilty today. I was like, it's such a beautiful day out there and I've got this cracking headache. And anyway. Food. Walking. Oh, food. Yeah. Walking. Yes. Have gathered supplies to begin making spell bottles. I'm freaking excited. I'm writing my recipes. So good. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of people focusing on the catering side of things. That's what I'm finding. Everyone's talking about food, but also recipes. Well, it tells the story of the Archangel's mission as they defeat the opposition. Wow. Okay, right. I'm going. I feel like I'm actually going to go and stretch, just do some stretching because I feel a bit coiled up. Thank you ever so much for creativity coming in. For the Divine Feminine, I can't speak for the masculines, but Divine Feminines, yeah, very much. So have a nice evening, guys. Thank you for joining me. 1 hour, 22 seconds. Getting good at this. Okay, I'm going to go because I feel like I need to get up, stretch. Much love to you all, guys. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Okay. Yes, it is still smart. It's 2332. 100% on the battery. Keep it charged in. I'm not silly. I'm not daft. Okay. Right. 2332. There you go. There's a mirror to leave you guys with. And I shall have a very good night. I'll leave my door open. Bruno style. And I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.